Hey, Angel Reese, back in the gym, working on her pull-up, bang. Working on her midi, working on her mid-range game, 15 to 17 feet out, being able to create some space for herself. Yes, this looks embarrassingly slow. No, it is not in slow motion. This is just what we have to work with right now.
When you watch Lexa Hall's training clips with the Indiana Fever, it's hard not to be drawn in. She's sinking three-pointers with smooth, confident form, while right beside her, Caitlin Clark is casually perfecting her mid-range shots. The whole video has a sharp, focused energy, like these women mean business. It's no surprise it pulled in 2.7 million views in just one day. Every drill is done with purpose, thanks to their development coach, making everyday practice look like preparation for a title run. Then came Angel Reese's video, and wow, what a contrast.
And Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. She was unable to get it in. And they play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's missed 7 straight shots.
That's off all screen, so she's not getting any easy look.
Reese.
Watching a 6'3" post player who had trouble making simple layups last season, spending time practicing long jump shots really made me stop and think. There were no coaches around, no real structure, just a camera filming moves she hardly ever uses in real games. That's when it hit me. Not all training is effective, and not all approaches make sense.
It's like, work on your weaknesses. Work on your weaknesses, and work on the important weaknesses.
What the Indiana Fever are doing with their training is unlike anything else. It's not just the usual practice videos, it's a full championship game plan that's going viral online. Instead of the usual, look at me lift weights posts that most NBA players share in the offseason, the Fever are revealing their entire strategy for dominating next season. And basketball fans are loving it.
Players like kind of almost in these workouts, but they're probably doing a lot of workouts with individual players. But yeah, she's going to the basket, takes a reverse layup right there. She makes a nice off-footed finish layup. Nice floater right there. Stephanie White's actually showing her what to do while being denied. Coming off some fakes, which is nice. Doing her like patented jump shot. Oh, she shot the ball right off.
What makes these videos stand out is how purposeful everything is. Each player is working on skills that fit perfectly into the bigger picture of winning a championship. Lexa Hall focuses on corner shots and quick-release jumpers to create space when Caitlin Clark drives to the basket. Sophie Cunningham is sharpening her elbow jumpers because that's where defenders will leave her open during a double team. Most teams post generic workout clips that don't reveal much about their strategy. The Fever, however, are showing us their game plan. You can see how they're building an offense where every piece works together. Hall's three-point shooting gives Clark more room to drive, which opens up post-up chances for Boston and passing opportunities for Cunningham's mid-range shots. This clear focus on strategy is why these videos are going viral. Porter is more than just a trainer. He's hands-on, actively defending players and pushing them to play at full speed. His dedication is clear. He even traveled to Massachusetts just to work with Aliyah Boston. He's building a team vision, not just focusing on individual skills. The way they document their work shows clear intent. When they film Boston practicing left-hand finishes and floaters, it's because teams figured out how to defend her last season. Boston is working on specific in-game situations, countering when defenders overplay her right hand, adding floaters to handle contests at the rim, and refining footwork to create space in the post. The veterans are fully involved too. Natasha Howard, Brianna Turner, and Dana Bonner are all improving their pick-and-roll game to match Caitlin Clark's passes. Each player has a clear role. Howard focuses on short roll finishes, Turner works on spacing and rim protection, and Bonner aims to be a reliable corner shooter when defenses collapse. The Fever aren't just highlighting strengths, they're addressing weaknesses too. After struggling with defensive rotations last season, we're now seeing footage of them working on help side defense. This shows a team committed to improving, not just showing off what they're good at. Their willingness to share this process publicly sends a strong message. Even if you know what they're planning, you still won't be able to stop it. That's the confidence of a championship team. They believe in their strategy and execution, and they're showing it off.
What up, Fever family? It's Coach Keith Porter. Today I got Aliyah Boston in the gym. We've been working on some footwork, getting up and down the floor. Just working on being better today.
Basketball analysts and former players are now diving into these videos, breaking down the smart strategy behind what the Fever are building. They're creating a system where every player's growth supports the team's championship goals. This is what real championship culture looks like. Every drill, every rep, and every skill improvement ties back to the bigger picture, like puzzle pieces coming together. The Fever aren't just putting together a group of talented players. They're carefully building a championship team where every part strengthens the whole. It's focused basketball development, far from the empty workouts made just for social media. The championship culture the Fever are building stands in sharp contrast to what we saw from Angel Reese. When legends like Shaq and Lisa Leslie tell you to work on your layups, most players would take that advice, but not Angel. Her latest training video shows her practicing everything except the skills she needs to improve. The gap between what she's working on and what she actually needs to fix might be the most telling thing we've seen this offseason. 6'3" post player struggled with a poor 44.5% shooting percentage from less than 5 feet last season, one of the worst among WNBA players who take that many close shots. Yet, in her latest training video, she's focused on jump shots, three-pointers, and perimeter moves instead of working on finishing at the rim. Fans quickly noticed, with one asking why the video is coming from her PR team instead of the Chicago Sky. Another question why she's practicing three-pointers when she can't even make layups consistently. These aren't just random complaints. They're real basketball concerns that mirror what legends like Shaquille O'Neal and Lisa Leslie have already told her. Both of these post-game icons publicly urged Reese to focus on improving her layups and inside game.
About 4 or 5 days a week. A lot of young guns out there now that, they want to take your spot, and I don't blame them, but it's going to be hard because I'm going to go after it.
Despite the expert advice, she seems to be ignoring the need to work on shots she rarely takes in games. The stats tell a worrying story beyond her 44.5% finishing rate inside 5 feet. Reese shot under 15% from 5 to 9 feet away from the basket, and her overall field goal percentage was just 39.1%. These numbers highlight a serious need for improvement in close-range scoring, not on her perimeter shooting.
Lexi Hall being back in Indiana, in the gym, working out. We saw Keith Porter in there. We saw Lexi shooting her shots. We saw Lexi with reverse layup.
Even more revealing, nearly 40% of Reese's rebounds last season came after her own missed shots. Almost half of her rebounds, the stat she's most known for, are from cleaning up her own misses. This creates a statistical illusion, where her poor finishing boosts her rebounding numbers. What's also concerning in Reese's video is what's missing. There's no sign of Chicago Sky staff or development coaches offering guidance, and no clear, structured approach to improvement. In contrast, the Fever show their players working with coaches on specific skills. Reese's training lacks that professional oversight and systematic development.
Right? I don't think that's where she's going to be offensively. I think her new coach is taking her away from the basket.
Reese's training video feels all flash, no substance, focusing more on appearances than addressing real on-court weaknesses. It suggests a lack of self-awareness about what she truly needs to improve. The contrast with Indiana's approach is striking. The Fever's development videos feature clear coaching guidance, with every drill tied to real game situations and specific needs. Their players focus on skills that will lead to actual improvement, while Reese is working on perimeter shots when her inside game urgently needs attention.
Put myself in her shoes and I say, is not congested